opening the portal to the divinity within. It is wonderful to connect with you on this beautiful day that God hath made in this April of 2021. Let us talk today of how to keep our frequency in a high vibration and how we pray so that we manifest, so that Spirit hears us and we achieve our heart's desire. Prayer is defined as a request for help. As such, the very word prayer is inverted logic. For when we request help, we are asking for help from outside ourselves. We are asking for intercession from an outside source. As high-frequency beings, we are self-sufficient. Our power lies within. There are two possible states of consciousness for human beings in this planet Earth experience. Firstly, there is the ego's programmed personality that is formed by the thoughts and ideas of those amongst whom we are born. The ego sees life, sees events and happenings through the filter of what it has been taught. And the ego has been taught to pray to God, a God that is apart from itself. The ego has been taught to plead to that God, to repeat words over and over again by rote. Most often, the ego asks that its sinful self be forgiven and the wished-for request be fulfilled. These are empty words that our soul, our spirit, does not hear. True communication with Spirit cannot take place at the low vibration of ego involvement in the third fear-filled dimension, for we are not at a frequency that our soul, our God within, can perceive. In this inverted world of ours, as we live in fear, very little of our soul is actually available to us in our bodily form. We are told we are very powerful. Indeed, in potential, with all of the power that our divinity is capable of giving us, we are powerful indeed, and we can manifest all that we desire. Yet this power is not available to us until we move out of that programmed personality and into a higher consciousness. The higher consciousness that is the fifth dimensional love way of being. The higher consciousness where our soul, our intuition, is our leader and our light. As we examine our dysfunctions and remove our negative reactive behavior, our automatically trained defensive reflexes, we free ourselves from our third dimensional entrainment. And so, in the space between our thoughts, in the new quietness in our mind, our soul flows into our body and love fills our being. Love, the electromagnetic energy that powers the universe, that carries with it the knowing, the flowing, the glowing of light and truth and freedom and true communication with the God, the soul within. That is the importance of staying in a high vibration. When the door to the soul is open and love is paramount, then the individual's thoughts and ideas are in sync with the divine plan for human life, with the divine flow of love. That divine plan is for happiness, for joy, for bliss, for communion and camaraderie. Freed of ego thoughts, worries and anxiety, love has opened the door to our divine power within. Now, at that high vibrating resonance, words are no longer necessary. Spirit can hear our thoughts and wishes, and manifestation becomes automatic, for we are in sync with our true self, our soul. And so the second, higher state of consciousness is that of freedom from the programmed personality, the state of being in what Abraham Hicks calls the vortex where the law of attraction assembles all the cooperative components to manifestation. What are these cooperative components? They are the thoughts, the ideas, the focus that keeps us in the high vibration of fifth dimensional love, that keeps us in the vortex. So the question then becomes, how do we achieve and how do we keep ourselves in that high and happy state of being where we have opened the portal to the divinity within? Increasing our vibration is about causing ourselves to feel positive emotion. Negative emotion is felt in the low vibrating fear mode of being. When we have an emotion that feels good, it is an indication that we are in a high vibration. And so increasing our vibration is about causing ourselves to feel good. It's about choosing happy thoughts, exceptionally optimistic and positive thoughts. Nothing is more important than the thoughts we are thinking, and these thoughts come from what we are focusing on. We must focus on things that feel good to hold a high and happy vibration that automatically communicates with spirit. To entrain ourselves into a high frequency, we needs must spend time with people, ideas and things that match that high vibration. And there are tools, methods, techniques that we can do that achieve this end. Meditation is the first of these, for from a quiet mind, positive thought becomes possible. When all the fears and anxieties are quieted, a positive focus can enter. Gratitude, peace, serenity, and joy flow into the empty space in our mind. Journaling is another helpful technique, both to identify our dysfunctions and to express our gratitude. Putting pen to paper helps to strengthen and reinforce the positive vibrations of our new and happy thoughts. Music is a wonderful tool for keeping a happy vibration. Music sidesteps the ego. Our vibration rises to match the vibration of the heavenly refrain. Pets are a delightful source of happy times. They are authentic, spontaneous furballs of joy, of cuddles, of play that automatically raise one's spirits by their very presence. Inspiring spiritual teachers in a high-vibrating environment can be very helpful. Their aura, their high vibration lifts us to a higher level and keeps us in a loving bubble. We are often told to be in nature, to hug a tree, to walk on grass, to enjoy the flowers, the birds, the bees, and the butterflies. Nature holds a high frequency. Being in the beauty of God's creation naturally keeps one in a blessed, peaceful space, entrains us to a higher vibration. Being with laughing, loving, high vibrational friends is a wonderful way to raise our spirits, to keep us happy and enthusiastic about life and living. Aromatherapy, crystals, color therapy, massage, acupuncture can all help keep our vibration high, as can inspiring books, movies, educational videos that help us feel good. Exercise stimulates the body biochemically. Eating well, showering, looking after our appearance all release the feel-good endorphins. When we look good, we feel good. When we feel good, we want to take care of ourselves and we have energy and enthusiasm. An attitude of gratitude is all important. The state of appreciation vibrates at the level of source, at the level of unconditional love. And at this stage in our development, at this pause in the Great Awakening, it is wise for us to avoid spending much time with our negative and complaining third-dimensional brethren. They cannot help themselves. They are as holy as we are, but they are still entrained in the low-vibrating planet Earth schoolroom, and their focus is on the negative, on what is wrong in their world. It is best for us to stay in our happy bubble and avoid their unhappy poking and prodding world that would bring down our happiness quotient. Let us be kind and look on our brethren with love, with non-judgment, with understanding. No matter what they do, they too are on the planet Earth hero's journey. This focus will lift us to neutrality. And so, dear brethren, our emotions are our rudder indicator, our moral compass as to the level of our vibrational frequency. It is all important for us to keep that frequency high so that we are in automatic communication with our spirit, and manifestation becomes an inherent part of our life. And finally, let us do what is our highest excitement and what gives us joy. Let us put our joy, our happiness above everything else. Anything that gives us joy will raise our frequency. We are looking at two states of consciousness. One wants freedom, fairness, love, and communion and camaraderie. The other is deeply disturbed, distorted, an inversion of the one true consciousness. This is the hero's journey, dear friends, and we are the heroes. We have moved from the low third dimensional state of consciousness to the high fifth dimensional way of being, the state of freedom and communion with the love that we truly are. And the wonder of it is that as we continue on our planet Earth adventure, the best is yet to come. As we stay in that high vibration of communication with our soul, camaraderie with spirit, we keep ourselves in the vortex of love. And so indeed, the best is yet to come. That was Aita, channeling her higher self. We are blessed beings, indeed.